Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Dialar's Twi'lek Tactics. As promised, I do have my Kaworu up to Immortal, close to 120. He is EX30, he's Immortal 0, he's ready to go. He's got okay gear on him, and as such, as promised, we're going to show him off so that you can decide if you actually want to push for him, given that his banner is only going to be up for a few more days. So let's go look at my Kaworu. He is not quite 120. He is only hyper evolved 109. I'm out of materials. But he is exclusive 30. It is an HP exclusive. Now, for this testing, keep in mind, he is in a PvP set, so Charge and Blessed. He does have the HP, the accuracy, and I do have to point out, I do not have an HP hands for him. So, you know, typically, he's going to do better with HP hands. But I do recommend the accuracy helm because his kit does a whole lot of stuff that requires his accuracy. So that is my Kaworu. He is ready to roll. Let's go show him off. So we do have two places currently up that we can show you proper testing in a PvE scenario. So let's go into this. Let's show you the team. So in testing, we're going to show you, I don't think we're going to remove Fiona because Fiona is going to buff the top 3 attackers. And since Awakened Leo, I do have him, since he sucks so bad, we're not going to bring him. We're going to bring Bot 2 instead. So the gear is all going to be the same. We are not using PvE sets. We're going to put them all in PvP sets because I don't have PvE sets built out for all of my vanguards. And as such, I want to show you guys equivalency tests to kind of give you a gauge of how he does in other vanguards. So we're just going to run all of them in charge sets. Now, keep in mind, Ares is Immortal 5, pretty much maxed full tempered gear. Claire is in full tempered charge set, and she's only Immo 5, but she is X3120. Barag is Immo 5, X3120. He is in non-tempered charge sets. And then Bot 2 is X30. He is 120, Immortal 1 in an in a non-tempered charge vigorous set. So there is everybody pretty similarly geared, except for Ares, who is well geared, and Claire, who is well geared, but I can't make them all. I can't devolve my other heroes, so let's just go. Now, if anything, the first part of this video is going to show off an Awakened 5 Dan, because he is a monster. As soon as he drops his bear, you're going to see his damage numbers ramping up. That is how to properly awaken a hero, is to do the Dan treatment. So you see Sif beating him, Ampu and Sif destroying him, blowing him out of the water. And then look at, boom, Dan's going crazy. He's going nuts. Danny boy running away with it, almost beating Ampu in damage. Look at that, it's crazy, it's unreal. That is how a hero should perform when he's awakened. And he is top of the damage meter. Woohoo, go Dan, go. Don't go, oh, you're gonna let Ares, oh, good job, Dan. All right, okay, now that the cheerleading session is done, we're gonna actually do the Vanguard fight. Okay, keep in mind, again, I removed Fiona because Fiona is gonna buff the highest 3 attackers, which is gonna be Barag, Ares, and Claire, and I don't want her to. I want this to be just a pure Vanguard test. So let's see, so Ares running away with it. Keep in mind also, ladies and gentlemen, this is a single boss fight. We're gonna do another PvE fight that is an AoE fight, because like Claire is more of an AoE Vanguard. Barag is more of an AoE Vanguard. Ares seems to do very well in single target fights, and as such, he is running away with it. But look, Kaworu is in 2nd place, which is impressive. But there's no you got to caveat that there's no real fear of dying in this. The Vanguards do very, very well in healing themselves up. But just pure damage numbers on a single target boss, Kaworu can put it out. He can dish it out. Good job, bud. Now let's see how he can survive the pushback phase. Well, everyone survives quite well. I never use Vanguards here. I just use Assassins. So Kaworu is firmly in 2nd place. 2nd place, even with an attack glove instead of the HP glove. Batu, oh, poor Batu. Poor Batu. Batu just sucks. He was the worst collab hero during his event, and he's probably the worst Vanguard, although he might be better than Leo. He might even be better than an Awakened Leo, which is really, really sad. Really, really sad. Yeah, Kaworu firmly in second place. So for Thundercliffs specifically, he's doing quite well when in comparison to, say, like a maxed Ares or a full tempered Claire or a max Barog. Not too bad. So new players, if you do want to get him for this fight, he will work for this fight. No healer needed. Now we're going into the last phase, and I think that the damage numbers are going to be kind of what they are. So Ares, you know, he was tailor-made for this fight. He goes out there and gets rid of all those little stone golems that are electrocuting you, and then goes right back into the fray. And it looks like, you know, Kaworu is doing half of Ares damage. It's probably going to end up being just under half by the time this ends, but far and away better than the other 3 Vanguards and Awakened Leo in this fight. And this is considered one of the harder fights, especially if you don't have the assassins to get it done. Come on, boys, let's wrap this up. We got things to do. Places to be. It's almost the weekend, although you guys are seeing this on a Monday. I'm actually filming this on a Friday. Okay, so there it is. So Kaworu did really, really well in that fight, but didn't have any problems surviving. None of them did, and it was a single target fight. So now, since we do have the Endless Battle for Vanguards up, it's possibly not going to be up by the time you guys are seeing this, but we are going to put in this team, and I am going to put in an Awakened Leo. Now, just to give him a little bit more buffs, I'm putting him up front because you can see up front he gets health and attack. So we'll move Claire to the back because Claire is going to run away with this show. And I do have an Awakened 3 Leo in, you know, he does have a couple stuff tempered. So let's go. So this is an AoE fight. So this is a more of what Vanguards want to do. They want to get 4 or 5 units just to pick on and just to pound. And this is where Claire is going to shine. So Kaworu jumping ahead. You know, Barog not doing too well. Barog's not doing too well. But, you know, now at this point, the Vanguards are kind of competing for rage. If you remember how rage works, they kind of got to get hit to be doing anything. And Claire and Kaworu and Ares are kind of stealing all of the action. Awakened 3, and I did run this test prior, and Barog, oh, go away. Barog did do better than Leo, and it looks like he's going to, than Awakened Leo, which is sad. Which is really sad. Awakened 3 Leo should be just running away with this, but Kaworu is firmly in third in this fight. Claire, you know, Immortal 0 Claire, just Claire is the queen of AoE Vanguards. She is. Ares is trying to close that gap, but he's not going to do it. And then Kaworu is firmly in the middle. Which is still, you know, it's better than Batu, and and he's destroying an Awakened 3 Leo, but, you know, Leo has all the problems that Awakened 3 Leo has. So, again, not horrible showing for Kaworu, but definitely not OP by any means. He's definitely not going to compete with the top 2 Vanguards. So let's actually end this now. No sense you guys sitting through that. And let's move to PvP. Because PvE, yes, you can use him. If you were a new player, cool. You can slot a Kaworu into a Vanguard team for PvE situations, but they are niche. They are Thundercliffs, and they are Twilight Lands fights, and they are an endless battle fight. That's it. So let's look at the friends list. Let's start at the bottom with people that have left us. What is Toro running? Okay, so Toro is running 6.7 summoners, but he does not have Cervali. So if we were going to run a Vanguard team, I want to run 4. And let's bring in Fiona for now. And let's see. They're all still in their charge sets. I think Miranda is actually more ideal if you were going to run them. And you could run... I've seen people run, Tereshan here. Now look at Kaworu. He's almost dead. That's the problem I am finding in PvP, is that he's too squishy. He is too squishy. So let's go down here. Let's go up against Ludnik. I think Ludnik has an old school tank team. Same team. Let's run it. So watch Kaworu's health. Like Barag and Claire and Ares all seem to have decent regen capabilities. Now we are going to lose Fiona, which is fine. We would have lost Miranda anyway. And now Barag's dead and Kaworu's dead. So if we look at the damage meter, Kaworu and Barag were roughly similar in damage. And now it's just the Ares and Claire show. We can fast forward and we win because Claire and Ares are OP, right? They're the vanguards you actually want. So now let's try Mad Trooper. So Mad Trooper has a Korra team with Purin, not Fiona, and Teresh. Now what's going to happen here is they're going to kill my Fiona instantly, because that's what they're going to do, and then they're going to kill Kaworu. See Kaworu dead, gone, gone, right? What was that? 5 seconds? 5 seconds and he was gone. So again, too squishy, not doing anything helpful there, and we still lost. But just for reference, I'm going to show you guys. We're going to remove her since supports tend to just die anyway. Now you can run Leo with lower health and kind of have assassins focus on Leo. So let's try this. Let's see if this makes any difference. Running Miranda. So Miranda alive a little bit longer, big shield in front of everybody in the back row. Kaworu second highest in damage, doing okay. How they doing? They're okay. They're okay. Oh, Kaworu's dead. There you go, and he's dead. So Kaworu was doing really well up until he wasn't. So now let's fast forward. And look at that, we won. You know, Miranda versus Fiona, and Fiona's the one that's supposed to be used with vanguards. Go figure. So 000 has an even better core team. This team just I tested already. It just annihilates us, so we're not going to run that. So now let's move up the list. What does Viper run? Okay, so Viper's running a non-Korra assassin team. Decent team, Pure and Fiona, with Samael, Rickert, and Dominic, right? Kind of an old school team. Let's see, how does Kaworu hold up? I'm watching his health bar. And oh, look at that, he's dying. He's dead. So that's his problem. I think he's okay for PvE, but he sucks for PvP. Let's see if we actually win this fight. We do, but again, that's the power of Ares and Claire. So let's try to find some teams that aren't assassin teams. This is your old school, typical tank team. All right, how's it run? We've already established that Miranda's better for vanguards. Let's watch Kaworu's health here. How does he do? I have a feeling he is not going to survive the ground and pound. Boom, 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 boom. Everybody's dying. He did take some hits, but it didn't look like he was getting a whole lot of hits from the tanks. And if we look at the damage meter, he's last. He is last. Oh, yeah. And look, so Miranda's dead. Ares, we don't have to worry about Ares. But Kaworu is going to die, and Kaworu is dead. All right. And he dies to an old school tank team. Oh, look at that. We died in general. We completely died. All right. So let's go up the list. Who do we got here? This is tank team with Tachi. We've already done tank teams. What is... that's a bad summoner team. I got to get rid of that guy. Genghis. Genghis usually has a good team. Vanguards. Look at that. Vanguards, and he's running Samael and Fiona. So let's see how my vanguards do against his vanguards. Specifically, I'm watching Kaworu. So Kaworu, big old burst to the damage meter, and then he's fallen, and now he's dying. Oh, no, looks like they're picking on Claire. And remember that Kaworu seems... Yeah, and we're dead. And we're dead. So, there's that. All right, next. What are Shrimps running? Okay, here we go. We got an energy team, and this is the good energy team. The only thing he's lacking is the prototype. Now, keep in mind that energy teams with Cariolis can nullify charge effects from vanguards, but let's do a quick test and see how he does. So we're all stunned. Now we're going to get nuked. Here comes the nuke. How can we survive? So Miranda's dead. Kaworu is dead. Kaworu took a Jaina nuke to the face. So now the question is, can the Claire, Barag, Ares team, which it looks like they are going to be able to, they are still able to nuke the energy team. So again, Claire, Ares, really all you need. Barag, I'd say, is still in third. He's just not all there. He's just not really bringing it in a Vanguard team in PvP. A better Vanguard team. So this is the exact same team, except they have Teresh instead of Kaworu. So if we were gonna like remove him, if we were gonna try to do something similar, there we go. Try that. Let's see how this goes. So I'm watching Kaworu's health. Since he was in the back row with Teresh, he's going to be getting the Teresh HP bump. And so the only difference here is I'm running Kaworu instead of Barag. So it's really going to probably come down to who has the better Claire, I'm blanking out here, and Ares. I can't really tell. I see 3 green bars, and I see he's got Claire and Ares, and their Kaworu's dead, and it looks like I'm going to die. Yeah, Claire's dead, and we lost this one. Kaworu didn't really do anything on that fight. I suppose I should go down here. Let's go back to who had the typical tank team. Was it Ludnick? Yeah. So if we were going to say, let's remove Teresh. So if you were going to do energy, say if you wanted to bring in Cariolis to counter tank throws. Let's see if this does anything different on the Vanguard fight. Or the Vanguard versus tank fight. Because you can do this. In 1v1 PvP, you can chuck in Cariolis to nullify the tank throw, which is what wrecks, it's not really what wrecks the Vanguards. What wrecks the Vanguards is the ground and pound. And you see Kaworu's dead again. Kaworu is dead again. And now what do we got? We got Ares, Claire, and Cariolis. We're going to win this, but it was not due to Kaworu. So who else can we fight? Don't have everybody on my team. It's pretty much assassins and vanguards. See, Zoso here is running an awakened 10 Leo, I do believe. Let's see if he's got him up. No, he doesn't got him up. Bad Juju, who just won Summon Arena. He is running that team. We are not going to fight that team. I don't think I have any other crazy teams. Now, this guy's got like an Awakened 10 Daniel. So, just for reference, we'll show you guys this fight. So, Vanguards usually stomp summoners. Stomp them dead. But watch this. Awakened 10 Daniel changes the dynamic completely. If you just Awaken 10 your Daniel, it turns the summoner team into a new force to be reckoned with. You don't need an SP. You just use the same old team. The only difference is Daniel's A10. So let's see. And Kaworu's dead. Barag is dead. As soon as that bear drops, it's over. It is over. Now, can Ares and Claire clean this up? Doesn't look like it. They're having trouble. Ampu's still up. Ares is almost dead. Oh, Ares is dead. Poor Ares. Now it's just Claire and Miranda. And looks like Claire is going to... Claire. Oh, and Claire died. Close, but no cigar. Yeah, that Dan Bear, that is a definite, totally game changer for summoners. In fact, I don't think anybody else is running... It's a weird team. Vanguard / Assassin. I don't think I have to show you guys any more PvP because in my assessment, he is not a PvP tune. He's going to be good. He's going to be good. He's good for PvE. That's it. Just PvE. PvP, he's just not bringing it to the table. Even everything he brings to the Vanguard team, he's just not bringing them enough. He's just too squishy. He just dies. He just dies. And if he's dead, then he's not bringing anything to that team. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to leave it there. You guys make up your mind whether or not he's good or not. Like I said, He's not doing anything for the... If you want to build a Vanguard PvP team, then do Ares, Claire, Barog, and I'm sure an Awakened 10 Leo, when they fix him, is going to be excellent. And then Miranda or Purin, whoever you want, or a Miranda or Fiona, whoever you want. I don't think that Kaworu is going to have a place on the Vanguard PvP team, but hope this was informative. Hope you guys enjoy your week. Happy New Year. Happy 2024. I'll see you in the next one, ladies and gentlemen. Cheers, peace. Bye-bye.